Brad just said something that might piss a bunch of you off, and it has to do with kissing the asses of the Democrats, along with Kamala Harris, Democrat, declining to speak at the Bitcoin conference. Meanwhile, XRP is still holding on to key levels, and we're waiting for Torah's action.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
It's a late day video. Why? Because news breaks all the time. That's why you hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on this action. But viewer comments come first. John Slack says there's nothing the Dems can do to win the vote back. She is literally in office right now, has done fuck all for the industry. Don't trust the Dems. John's talking about Kamala Harris, and here's the whole thing. This is my response, and I got another one for you. So just on the side of democracy, from 30,000 feet up point of view, did the Dems give any candidate a chance? Or did they just shoehorn Kamala in? Kamala is the puppet for the Democrats, just like Biden is. Twilight Soul is on the Kamala thing as well, saying Kamala will be speaking at the Bitcoin conference this week. Her team got in contact with Mark Cuban for advice on crypto. Kamala Harris will not be showing, so be careful what you read out there. That's why I bring you the heat, baby, and gotta bring it all the time. I'm like the post office, but only better. I deliver it 7 days a week. Ask my wife. Bitcoin's in at 65,621, ETH 33.39. BNB 576. Look at XRP, still deep in the green at 61.4. Gonna talk XRP price at the end because there's a big trend to spot with XRP price. I gotta share it with you. Kamala Harris will not speak at the 2024 BTC conference. Vice President Kamala Harris has decided not to participate in the upcoming conference. David Bailey, CEO of Bitcoin Magazine, announced after earlier hinting at her participation. Bailey expressed no surprise at the decision, citing Harris's previous policies and actions that the crypto community perceived as unfavorable. Bailey pointed out that Harris's attendance would have been aggressive due to her stance on proof-of-work technologies and regulatory actions affecting cryptocurrency developers. According to Bailey, these actions have driven much of the crypto industry overseas and resulted in legal challenges for just some developers. Yeah, Kamala Harris is not pro-crypto. She is going to totally hang out with Lizzie Warren. And Lizzie Warren hates crypto. And by the way, Kamala Harris has been sitting there for 3 years. Has she done anything for crypto while it's gotten wrecked? And just now that she gets the whole presidential nominee nod, which I seriously think the whole process was BS. Come on now, let's get some more debates in here. But what happens is she does that, then all of a sudden she's like, no, I'm not going to do it. You're right, because we know you're anti-crypto. Now on to what Brad said, and I'm sure this is going to piss a lot of you off, and you're going to see a theme here. Jumping to conclusions and assumptions about a candidate purely based on their political affiliation without any policy proposals is holding crypto industry back. Similar how tribalism has for years, talking about Kamala Harris. VP Harris is no stranger to Silicon Valley and has an incredible opportunity to provide a reset on critical issues for U.S. competitiveness like crypto and regulation. Here's what Brad says. I'll keep an open mind for now, but also agree that if she uses the same Elizabeth Warren-like rhetoric, then she has miscalculated the political liability that's Gary Gensler. Come on, man. Like, I get that, like, you know, as one of these people, you got to play both sides, but for real, we all know Harris is not going to be pro-development, pro-crypto, pro-anything like that. That she's been just as bad as Biden, and we know she's going to be a puppet. Come on now. This is horrible. You mean like when she said Bitcoin money is for criminals, that kind of rhetoric? Yeah, come on, Brad. Stop playing. Crypto guy says, I remember you welcoming the Biden admin, and boy, that was a mistake. We all learned from that. So yeah, you have to be careful. You can't play both sides, Brad. That ain't right. We've seen that obviously the Democrats are anti-crypto. You can be as optimistic as you want, but their voting record shows this. Now, XRP still holding on. Here's the thing though. Did you notice after business hours we took this decline? Yeah, business hours were good. As soon as business hours is over, price goes down. Check it out. XRP price starts roaring as U.S. markets pre-market trading starts opening. And I know crypto trades 24/7, but TradeFi in the United States wakes up. XRP pumps because it's a business hour play, right? When is Torres going to, release the action? During some business hours. So people are like, yo, they're pumping it up during business hours. And then as the day goes on, people are like, oh, we're going to get an announcement by noon. We don't get that. And it starts pulling back by noon. Then people are like, oh, it's 5 p.m. And look what happens. Price goes down from 5 p.m. Eastern time on. I am telling you, people are playing the Torres FOMO during business hours. So now you have a better idea of what XRP is looking at. But check it out. Pre-market action opens up. Yep, we're talking about early East Coast action. We ride high. Lunchtime, you don't get it. We start going down, and then look what happens. 5 p.m. Eastern time hits, and XRP pulls back from then. It's the business hour. Taurus FOMO pump, everyone. I get it. Garlinghouse has to sell his soul to anyone that'll listen. And the Dems have just been rear-ended him left and right. And yet here he is saying, you know what? We got to give Kamala a chance. Come on, dude. Like, I get it. I get that you got to straddle both sides of the fence so that you appear favorable for when the Dems or Republicans, whoever gets in charge, looks your way. I get that. But at the same time, dude, you also got to stand your own ground and be like, look, Harris, you've been part of an administration that has done jack shit for crypto. You've let Gary Gensler do whatever you want. Warren, all them people do whatever they want. And you did stand up for crypto this whole time. So for me, it's always like this. Talk is cheap. Kamala hasn't been talking and hasn't been walking. Think of all the promises that she's had. What have you seen from him? And for Brad to sit there and be like, I'm gonna be a little bitch boy right now, and the little bitch boy is gonna like maybe do a little booty kissing for Kamala Harris. Ooh, Kamala, be nice to me. But shut the fuck up. We know she's a piece of shit. Come on now. Would you be kissing Elizabeth Warren's ass if Elizabeth Warren got the nod? Would you be like, let's keep an open mind for Warren because Warren, oh my... No. I don't know, man. A lot of people are getting pissed with you kind of waffling like that. Welcoming the Dems that only just railroaded you while people told you that that's what the Dems were going to do. Now, Kamala's not talking at the BTC conference, and speaking of things not happening, we didn't get Torah's action today. And since that didn't happen during business hours, you saw the price go down, down, down. I was sitting there and I was watching this. I was like, no way is it going to play out like this today. Alerts started going off on my phone early in the AM, right when the early hours action opens up on the East Coast, when the East Coast overachievers are waking up. XRP starts going up. We get to around lunchtime where it's like, yo, we haven't heard anything in the first half of the day. All of a sudden it starts going, and as the day went on, it gets less and less and less. This is crazy. So let's see if this pattern repeats tomorrow during business hours with XRP. If we get another early morning pump and see if it lasts all day long. Let me know what you're doing too. I'm about to hit that mobility and stretching session as it is now uber late for me. Yeah, maybe I'm one of those East Coast overachievers. Catch cool cats later. Choo choo, bitches.